no doubt of the game. He's involved. He's moving his head. Right, left, right.
Look at the way Guardiola's like looking at him with pure love. I don't think there's many people on the planet that understand Lionel Messi more than Pep Guardiola. He was his manager through his entire development as, well, he was always one of the greatest players ever, even from when he started, but from young to into 25, 26, I think Pep Guardiola was, I'm sorry, I've got an itchy nose. Pep Guardiola was there to oversee Messi's development in those crucial years where he was turning from a young lad into a man. And I love to watch videos of people talking about great players. I just love to watch it. You get an insight from these managers and from these players that you don't get from anywhere else. People who've played alongside them, people who've managed them, people who've spent time on the training ground with them. And it's always interesting to me to see people like Pep Guardiola talking about Messi. And we've got these videos. We've got this video of Pep Guardiola, one analysing Messi's gameplay, and there's another one of him just talking about Messi in general. And you can see the adoration in his eyes. Like, you can see what Messi meant to him as a person as well as a player. And it's clear to see that Pep Guardiola, who some people would say he is the greatest manager to ever live, I don't agree with that. I think he would have to take a team that is bad. He'd have to turn a team that is bad into a team that is great in order to be the best manager ever, because for me, he's always just managed teams that were had superstars in them with unlimited budget. But that's a different story, that's a different thing. But however, I still respect Pep Guardiola's opinion because he's won everything and he's still managed to maintain that success no matter where he's been. So here he is talking about Lionel Messi in multiple interviews, and also what I'm more fascinated to watch, because obviously here I appreciate the technical side of sport more than anything else. I'm interested to see how he analyses his gameplay and how he looks at him playing the game. So we'll take a look at what he thinks of Messi first, and then we'll take a look at his Messi analytics after that as well. So here he is in an interview after, I don't know when this was, but talking about Leo. I'm sure he's getting asked about what he tends to get asked about, whether players are as good as Messi these days, and this is always his response.
Would be a dream for me. I would love to not only carrying all the praise I had in the past to achieve the level from Messi. So I would like, would be a massive thing for my teams, because we would win a lot of games. I said many times.
You can see there that he's he's frustrated being asked if players can reach the levels of Messi, because he knows, and we all know as football fans, Cristiano Ronaldo's the only one that's come close to him in recent times, anywhere near him. Some people say he's better. He's not better, let's be honest. But we all know no one's going to be Messi. Just like no one could be Maradona and no one could be Pele. To be asked this question is just, it's sort of futile, it's silly. It's a bit silly, because there is awesome players out there. There's amazing players, especially for Manchester City. You've got Phil Foden, you've got Kevin De Bruyne. You know, these amazing players that City have got, Gundogan, they're great, but they're not. No one's ever going to be Messi level. Nobody. I personally think he's the greatest player to ever live, but that's from a bit of ignorance, because I'd never watched Pele and I never watched Maradona. I've seen clips of them, but it's hard to tell how good they were without watching them regularly. I've seen Messi play his whole career, so it's, for me, no one will ever come near him. And you can see that frustration in Pep's responses. He's sort of like, you asked me again. Here's him getting asked about where is Messi in the top 10 and who are the top 10 players of all time.
Messi's number 9, number 10, number 11, number 7, number 6, number 5, number 4.
So he's the top 10. He's the best. He's the second best. He's the third best. He's the fourth best. And you can just see his admiration for Messi there. And again, this is from a person who has watched him develop and play against other great players. That Barcelona team that Pep Guardiola took over and developed was littered with the best players ever. Your Xavis, your Iniestas, you know, your Busquets, your Puyols, all of these, David Silva, all of these amazing players. He's seen them come and go, and he still says nobody even comes close to Messi. Let's see what else he's got to say.
It was a great international break for Raheem Sterling, who is getting more and more attention still. People saying that he is now nearly at that Messi, Ronaldo level.
I don't know when this interview was, but it must have been after 2016. But that question, oh my God, I hope that interviewer doesn't watch this video back. Raheem Sterling, nobody ever said that Raheem Sterling was getting towards Messi levels. Nobody in the world ever said that. What a fucking stupid question. Even when Raheem Sterling was at his peak, which I would argue was the season he was at Liverpool, or last season he was at Liverpool, he was still nowhere near Messi levels. Like, I feel like that's an insult to Messi to say that Raheem Sterling is even close to. Like, you do not understand football if you think Raheem Sterling has ever been anywhere near Lionel Messi. Like, you should not be asking football managers questions. You shouldn't be in that room. Like, this is what annoys me so much about interviewers these days. Like, they don't understand football, and everything that they do is to just get clickbait. They're just trying to get a reaction now, which, you know, I get it, to get views, but if you're a football journalist, for me, I don't see myself as a football journalist, even though I am commentating on things that are happening in football and different sports. I'm not a journalist. I don't try to be an expert. I am putting out videos out there to try and have discussions about great players and great technique in football. That's what I am trying to do. So, but I still have to play that game of, you know, I need my thumbnail to look good. I need the title of the video to be enticing. But to say something like that in an interview, like if I was in that position where I get to ask Pep Guardiola, one of the greatest managers of all time, a direct question, to ask him, do you think Raheem Sterling is becoming as good as Messi? It's just, it's exhausting, isn't it? It's so silly. It's so silly. Let's see what Pep says to that, answers that question with.
How near do you think he is to those two?
I'm so happy for him, for the way he's playing here and with the national team. Hopefully he cannot read too much and he cannot listen these kind of things. Will be good for him.
Why do you feel that's so dangerous for him to listen to? Would that not help his
Because
confidence?
nobody can compare with Cristiano and Messi. Nobody.
Is that not obvious? I mean, is it not obvious? Nobody can compare to Cristiano and Messi. Nobody. Only people who've passed away. Diego Maradona, Pele. Was Pele still alive, in fact? I think Pele's still alive. Or did he pass away last year? No, he passed away a couple of years ago. So both those great players have passed away now. No one else can compare apart from them two, who've won like multiple World Cups. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, what a silly question that is. Let's see what else he's got to say.
Messi is a part. So he's a guy who scores 60 goals every season since the last 8, 9, 10 years. So he's a guy not just of that. It's just the way he plays football. In the past, I hear many times that guy is like Messi. That guy is like Messi. That guy is like Messi. It's not possible.
It's not possible. He's right.
The best is for just one. The best is Messi.
The best is Messi. Has Messi really scored 60 plus goals every season for like 10 years? Like, I remember that season he scored like fucking 92 goals or something. Like 90 odd goals in a season. What an incredible player that. What an incredible consistency that is. And that's how Cristiano and Messi sort of differ from Diego Maradona and Pele for me, because they broke the stat system. Like, Diego and Pele were great players because of what they won and their ability on the pitch. But Messi and Ronaldo have done it for 15 years, every single year. Like every single year, they're scoring like 40, 50 goals, sometimes 90. Like every single year. I just don't think Pele and Maradona did that. Or if they did, educate me, because I can't see anyone making that argument that their stats are better than Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi's ever. No one ever makes that argument. It's always just they were better players on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? That was very interesting to watch. Let's take a look at him analysing Messi's gameplay, because I've seen this video of him analysing Messi, and it's nice to see his adoration for what Messi is doing and the way he moves. Let's take a look at this.
He's watching now, he's working. He's working the ball. That is what I like the most. He's not out of the game, he's in ball. He's moving his head. Right, left, right.
Look at the way Guardiola's like looking at him with pure love. Like he's looking at him with just pure fascination and love for the game and for him as a player and his natural talent. Like that's what players do for me as well. Like when I watch a great player playing at their best, I can't take my eyes off them. It doesn't matter what the sport is. When I see a great player doing their thing to the best of their ability, I am like, it's like listening to Beyonce sing for people. You know what I mean? It's like, it's that level of talent. I'm in awe of them, just like Pep Guardiola is in awe of Messi here. And that's probably what Messi's the best at, isn't he? He walks around the pitch. People say, oh, he just walks around everywhere. But he's getting a map of the pitch. He's getting a map of how the players move. And he's just like constantly, his head is on a spiral. Just incredible awareness.
And he knows exactly what's going to happen. But his head is always like this.
Constantly moving.
He's always moving.
So what he lacks in movement, he makes up for in intelligence on the pitch. It's like when you see a boxer and people say people have got a fight IQ. When it's because they understand the ring, they understand movements, they understand how to make their opponents move and understand how to use that space to take advantage of situations. Messi was the ultimate practitioner of that. He just knows the space. He's like, he scans the pitch like a radar, and then he computes it in his brain, and then once he's got that computer system laid out in his brain of how the players move, like the game Battleships, when you know where the ships are, he sort of, once he computes that and figures it out, it's game over.
He's not running, but he's always watching what happens. After 5 10 minutes, he has a map in his eyes and his brain.
Yeah, so after 15 minutes, he's got a map of the pitch, of the players, of the movement in his brain, like mapped out, and he's ready to play then.
To know exactly where is the space and what is the panorama. And he knows when I move here, I will have more space to attack.
I love the way he looks when he's talking about him. I don't know what it is. I just love the way he's in awe of he's completely in awe of him. Like I love that. I love that affinity that he's got for him. I don't know what it is. I just love to watch videos where people are talking nicely about people. I don't know. It's just something different in the world. We're constantly getting this bad news fed to us constantly through the news, through the media. It's always clickbait for something negative. And for me, I just love to sit there and watch people talk nicely and talk passionately about other players from a truthful place, though. Like Guardiola's talking about Messi from a genuine or authentic place. Do you know what I mean? He's sort of laying his heart out to like and talking about how much love he's got for this player. just amazing to watch. It's great to see, like I said, it's great to see him being appreciated by Guardiola, who watched him develop into a man. Love people talking like that about Messi. And if you know any other videos of people watching and analysing gameplay of any other great players like Cristiano, like Neymar, like anyone, if you've got any suggestions for me to take a look at, and we can enjoy people enjoying the greatest of our generation in other sports as well, let me know in the comments below. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. I've got plenty of artwork that I've created of Messi, and they are free to download as foam wallpapers on my website. I'll flash them up on screen for you. I've got loads, so you can go and check them out. And I've got loads of other players from different sports as well that you can download for free. So my website is calionline.uk. All the details are in the description below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video as much as I did, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Have a boss day.